Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will come out first. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there have certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A game to the ballpark in the Red River Rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Hansen. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
There's not a screen big enough to list all the memorable moments from this rivalry, but here are a few of them. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. Makes a man miss. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Got his man. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Running the red zone, it's Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Right back to him. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll bring it out. Makes a move. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's a fun start. I see your 3, and I raise you 6. The first time they touch the football, they take it all the way back for the house, getting the ball in the hands of a speedster, and Palmer, he does the rest.
Yeah, that's how you set the tone. Forget bringing the offense out on the field. We're just going to take this kickback. And did you see the special teams coach run the length of the field? He was so juiced, so excited. We talk about football being 3 phases. Special teams off to a great start here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Before the break. There aren't many guarantees in life, but try a field goal from 1,000,000 yards away and you're not going to make it, and he didn't. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. get its first chance with the football. One thing that has been a big point in practice, right side of the offensive line and how they can control this edge pressure. One more snap coming before halftime. Arch Madness. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Manning on play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Quick release on the RPO. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room, it's Smothers. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Now a timeout called by the Sooners, that's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Got enough for the first. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got it on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sooners called timeout, and that's their last one. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Smothers. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Reads it, fires complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Got the quick pass. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
He'll pull it down and run. It's the slide, got the first down with his feet.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're just going to watch that clock tick down to 0, Jesse, as they run it out here.
It's just a matter of formalities now for this offense. Running the victory formation, go take a shower, talk to coach, go see the parents and girlfriend, and go to dinner.
So frustrating on the other side of the defense, knowing they can't stop the clock, knowing this ball game's over.
It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.